Hi, this is Lou, welcome to my channel, and today I'm having another play in my sketchbook and working on some pattern designs. I've been interested in tessellating shapes. Those are shapes that you could tile a surface with. And I decided to just play with quarter circles and see what kind of tile shapes I can make. There are quite a few variations that you can do, and it'd be really interesting to have a play and see how many different variations of tile shapes you can make with this one simple pattern. I've divided my page up into a grid. My grid squares happen to be 1 centimetre apart, and then in each square I'm drawing a quarter of a circle. That's it. Obviously you've got 4 points of the square, so you've got 4 options of where your quarter circle starts and ends. And I draw my first row just alternating the shapes, so doing a swoop up and a swoop down. And then for the second row, I decide I'm going to mirror that. So they're diagonally mirrored around what would be the centre point of a circle. And I end up with this little pattern of, I'm not sure what to call them, like little bow tie shapes. They remind me of pasta, those little pasta shapes that you get. But I thought it'd be interesting to see what happened if I filled a page with this shape and created these curving tile patterns. Beyond that first row, I realised that it's probably quicker to draw 2 rows at a time. So that's what I do for the rest of the page. You'd probably get a much neater design if you used compasses to draw your little quarter circles. But I'm working in my sketchbook, I don't need this to be perfect, so I'm quite happy to freehand them. This is one of these patterns that could go on forever, so it could make a really good pattern for fabric or something like that. And then I decide what I want to decorate them with, and there's no end of possibilities here. I start with some simple shapes. I'll just put a circle in the middle, then outline it, and then see what else it needs. I start thinking that these could look like the centre of flowers, these little circles that I've drawn. So I add to that effect by filling them full of little, well, I'm imagining them like sunflower seeds, going round in a little spiral and filling up that centre circle. But there are so many ways that you could choose to decorate these little shapes and make really interesting patterns with them. I'm going to really just go for the sunflower look, or maybe they're daisies, I haven't quite decided, and add lots of long, thin petals around each flower centre. And then I'll neaten them up by filling it in the space around them and adding a little line down the centre, just because I can't help adding more and more detail. So that's my design decided. Now it's just a simple exercise of filling the rest of the page. That's my little pattern. I think I'm going to call it Field of Daisies. Having started with sunflowers, I think they look more daisy-like. But it's quite a pretty one, and I'm going to carry on and play with some more tessellating tile ideas. I realised when I signed this that I'd forgotten to put the tiny little lines in the rest of the flowers. But never mind, I can add them in later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.